Wallace River Ranch is a relaxing scenic escape in Cumberland County, Nova Scotia, with lots of local highlights. And I'm going to show you what I loved about the glamping-style domes and highlights in the area. A short drive from Amherst and a 2-hour drive from Halifax, it's an ideal area for a long weekend or for 2 or 3 nights on a road trip. Welcome to my little home away from home, at least for 2 nights. Give you a little tour. So the backyard, I've got this yard space. I've got barbecue, little table. There's even lights, and yes, there's a hot tub. I'm looking forward to that later. If I can withstand the bugs, I guess. I do love the lights, so let's go inside. This is the kitchen. Great little kitchen. Got all the amenities you could want. That's a nice little welcome thing with some soap. But yeah, so there's a fridge with a freezer, a stove with an oven. They have all your pots, pans, and utensils, full sink, soap, paper towel, coffee. I brought my own food because I am going to cook a little, but they have it all. And then this is the bathroom, so there's a full bathroom with a shower. The living space features a TV, a fan, there's curtains for privacy, a couch and a chair, a fireplace, and a large, comfy bed. There's also a heating and air conditioning unit to warm up the space in the fall and winter and to keep it cool in the summer, so you can adjust those settings, make yourself nice and cozy here. It is a wonderful space. It's very spacious with all the amenities that you'd want, and Wallace River Ranch is close to town and near Pugwash as well, so it's certainly located near a number of places to explore. And I really love the view and relaxing by the fire. They will provide the instructions for everything and the firewood as well. So all you need to do is bring a book to read, your clothes, some food, and that's it. It's a bit like glamping in the woods, and it is so peaceful and wonderful. I had the best day here. Okay, so up here, there is a whole bed. Actually, I'm sorry, there's 2 beds. Each one of these, I looked at them, I thought they were couches. So there's 2 beds up here. There's a fan, a little light, and you're right up here with the stars. Cheers. I don't know if you can hear that, but there's an owl. Once it hoots, I've heard other owls hooting in the distance. The next day was beautiful. I got up, I made myself breakfast, enjoyed the beautiful fall weather, and I walked to the farm to see the Discovery Trail and meet the family's goats. Hi. I don't got nothing for you, but I'll say hello. Hi. 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 Yeah. And I got to meet a cute little puppy while I was visiting there too. A quick drive away, Yost Winery in Tabago is a fantastic spot to stop and try some award-winning wines, grab a bite to eat, and enjoy a sunny afternoon on their patio. Their large selection and varieties of vintages are sure to please wine lovers, and they have a really great cafe menu as well. Stop here, grab a bite, try some wine, and be sure to take home a bottle or 2 at the end. I tried a couple samples and I loved the lobster sandwich with salad. It was absolutely delicious. And just like 10 minutes up the road, you'll find a relaxing seaside park, Blue Sea Beach Provincial Park. This is along Tatamagouche, the Tatamagouche Peninsula, and that's not far from Wallace, where I'm staying. And it's just this beautiful rustic beach. I mean, it's not the kind of beach you're gonna come to and sun yourself. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a rugged beach where you're probably gonna want to hike, and I love that. I'd rather be walking on a beach than sunning myself on a beach. I'm not gonna lie to you. So yeah, this is wonderful. It's just a stretch of ocean on the edge of Nova Scotia. It's beautiful. I've had a wonderful day. I love following the little dog prints. If I was channeling my daughter, I would probably still get my feet wet, but I have other places to be next. From Tatamagouche, I drove to Pugwash for a couple of hours in the historic town. But first, I stopped at Cheryl's Bakery to get a treat, and I was not disappointed. They had lots of cookies, cakes, pies, and so much more, but I had to have an old East Coast favorite. I could not be happier with my choice. After my treat, I walked around the waterfront and made my way to one of Nova Scotia's little-known historic sites. Pugwash is charming and has restaurants and things to do, but Thinker's Lodge is an incredible local highlight that had an important place in history. In 1957, Thinker's Lodge was the site of the Pugwash Conferences on Science and World Affairs, with some of the top minds in the era talking about how they could deal with nuclear weapons. The result was a Nobel Peace Prize, and it's on display still at the lodge. Today you can rent the space for events and weddings, and you can learn about the history and see the prize on display in the main room. They also have a nice little gift shop where you can pick up local art and products. It's a beautiful spot to stop and see a little bit of history and some of these amazing coastal views. The town of Tatamagouche is also close by, with a scenic and lively main street that has a number of shops, restaurants, and a great brewery. But first, I had to stop for some chocolate at Appleton Chocolates. They have lots of different assortments of chocolate, but they specialize in maple centers, and they have them available with ginger, cherry, and blueberries. I left with a whole assortment, and I really can't recommend the coffee cream enough. You have to try it.
Here, so just
amazing.
Here and churro.
A few steps up the street is the Tatamagouche Brewing Company, a lively spot that makes a lot of varieties of beer, with almost everything available on tap and in cans and bottles too. Plus they have a great outdoor patio and lots of merch. One note is that while they have great beer, they don't serve food, so plan to eat nearby at the Chowder House Pizzeria or Big Al's. Tatamagouche is such a great little town. It has this really wonderful main street where there's so much going on. There's a chocolate store, there's a health food store, there's Tatamagouche Brewing, which had the most amazing mix and range of beer available. There's a few restaurants, there's a place you can get clam chowder. It was fantastic. For supper that evening, I went to Wiley's by the Warf in Wallace, an upscale restaurant with an amazing menu, great drinks, and a wonderful chef and staff. I was lucky enough to get some of the last swordfish of the season and a delicious tiramisu for dessert. Then I finished with a little walk on the wharf at sunset. It is a perfect place to take a walk after dinner, and it was one of the most stunning sunsets I saw on the whole trip. What a view. It doesn't get much more Nova Scotia than this. While you're visiting parts like this in Nova Scotia, you have to check out the night sky. It was absolutely remarkable, miraculous. I saw so many stars. It's a chilly morning, so I'm starting the day with a little bit of a fire so I can warm up, and then I have to make breakfast before I head out. Well, that's it for my stay at Wallace River Ranch. It really has been wonderful. The space is so nice. I love the whole area here, that there's this kind of front yard and backyard that you can hang out in. There is a fire pit. I didn't get a chance to use it, but I love that that's there. It's a beautiful area. Wallace is such a great central hub as a place to stay and be able to explore from here, because it's so close to Pugwash and so close to Tatamagouche and everything else. It's a great spot. The hospitality here was wonderful. This place is so well set up, and I had a great time exploring this area. There is a lot to see. I had basically 2 nights here, and that was okay. I would spend at least 3 nights here if you have the chance, because the amount of places you can explore to from here, and this is such a nice place to stay, it really is a great hub. So come and stay for 3 nights if you can, and go see Pugwash. You know, go spend an afternoon in Tatamagouche. Go out to the peninsula. Everything is so wonderful here. Beautiful region of Nova Scotia that seems to me like people could explore more. And like, you know, the restaurants, there's quite a few places to eat at. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you have any questions or comments or thoughts. Happy to answer any questions. I'll see you in the next video.